From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 36. 36. Showing up. Showing up. 5-6.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mike, 51. Okay, double up. Check the backer.
Throwing on second down. Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 45 on second down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice a season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch 36. Point it right. Here I come.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Dancing to his left.
He's coming.
He finds Beckham, complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
We got this.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, check. Hey, alert. Regular. Run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 51.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
So we got man. Check
2 by 2. Move.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Heavy. Check nickel.
Dalton here from the gun. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
53 is the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the eye.
53, Mike 53. Here we go.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Alert!
Switch. Shift.
Greystone, travel. Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, Pete.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Our defense sold out for the under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Joe Schobert in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
4th down.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. It's caught by OBJ. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And an alley to run. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
2-by-2. Move.
Play action now. Dalton. He's got Green. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2 times. Hey, 4 down. Hurry.
They run it again with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
50's the mark. You don't want run. You don't want to see him. King. Point it right. Check out route.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D.
Now Dalton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Hands up, lead.
51, somebody. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Regular. Raise it high, raise up.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton on target here to Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, alert 3, alert.
Hey.
And it'll be Dalton again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He finds his target, Beckham. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? On 2nd and 12, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Landry now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
No team spill. Pistol. Bravo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Pilot, 64, weak. Real.
Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Dalton. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
368.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Undercrunch.
After the sack on 1st down, Dalton over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurt.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. 93, 52, 93.
So now Dalton. Open man is Uzomah. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Watch the pass.
Here you go, can.
51, Mike. Smooth. Watch the screen.
All right, here's Dalton. He's got Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Pick it up, defense.
Nice. Very good.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Dalton now to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On first down, Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dalton's pass complete to Green. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
180! King! Single!
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled by Jordan Willis. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder, A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Cleveland, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding.